Good morning, everybody. How's it going? Yeah, it's alright, eh? It's alright. Just bloody hot, yeah? It is 9 o'clock in the morning and it's 36 degrees here. Even my eyeballs are sweating. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, a little bit mook today. As I was saying, a little bit mook. I'm on a bunch of medication and the one tablet I'm on is like supposed to help me sleep at night, right? So sometimes that tablet just kicks my ass, man. Moves me upside down. Anyway, right, so today we're doing things a little bit differently. Right, I'm going to read the gist for today. Um, we're not going to go through it. Um, I have a little quote for you guys today as well. I think it's a pretty good one. Makes you think. Eh? And then there's also a poem, an anonymous poem to also read out. So, without further ado, shall we get the show on the road? Right, so please remember once again, I'm not affiliated with AA, NA, okay? I just, we just use the literature. And remember, I do this for myself as well as to hopefully reach that one person that may get something from this. So hot, my glasses are bloody sweaty. Ah, right. So February the 11th, right? A curse into a blessing. We have become very grateful in the course of our recovery. We have a disease, but we do recover. Basic text, page 8. Ah, you know. Okay. Active addiction was no picnic. Many of us barely came out of it alive, but ranting against the disease, lamenting what it has done to us, pitying ourselves for the condition it has left us in, these things can only keep us locked in the spirit of bitterness and resentment. The path to freedom and spiritual growth begins where bitterness ends, with acceptance. There is no denying the suffering brought by addiction, yet it was the disease that brought us to Narcotics Anonymous. Without it, we would neither have sought nor found the blessings of recovery. In isolating us, it forced us to seek fellowship. In causing us to suffer, it gave us the experience needed to help others. Help no one else. Ooh. Experience needed to help others. Help no one else was so uniquely suited to offer. That doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, carrying on. In forcing us to our knees, addiction gave us the opportunity to surrender to the care of loving higher power, of a loving higher power. Right. We would not wish the disease of addiction on anyone. So true. But the fact remains that we addicts already have this disease, and further, that without this disease, we may never have embarked on our spiritual journey. I agree. For, for example, I never would have become a reverend. I never would have became a counselor. So yeah, al daai goedjies, all those things. Let's read that piece again. That without the disease we may never have embarked on our spiritual journey. Everything happens for a reason. Thousands of people search their whole lives for what we have found in Narcotics Anonymous: fellowship, a sense of purpose, and conscious contact with a higher power. Today we are grateful for everything that has brought us this blessing. Just for today, I will accept the fact of my disease and pursue the blessing of my recovery. It's a very nice one. Eh? I like it a lot. I are really liking it a lot. All right, peoples. So I said that. Told you, my eyeballs are sweating, man. It's making my glasses sweat too. So, like I said, we're doing things a little different today. The quote I got for you, but now this is good. Make think about it, right? Seeing the obscure is clarity. I'll repeat that. Seeing the obscure is clarity. Think about that. I sat last night and I really thought long and hard about that one. And to me, it's just so true. By the way, this is Addiction of Days, part 34. Yeah, if I haven't said that already. I can't remember. Druk at ek memory. Dit is katoeg. En gevug. My mother laughs at me. Sometimes I walk into the house and then I stop and I look around and I'm like, why did I come in here? It's called a gekoekte gekop. A gekoekte gekop. A gekoekte kop. Anyway, right, so I got this poem. It's anonymous. I hope you like it. I found it very deep. Cool. Let's start. Shadows and darkness, lies and everything in between. The life I live to the one I dream are just two worlds apart. The one I live and show the world is not the one that haunts my soul. If I showed the real I am, those around me would fucking run. The demon in me is real as real can be, and this, my friend, scares the crap out of me. I'm a grown ass man afraid of the night, and this is when demons come into sight. Without a light to push them back, I'll lose my soul to the black of night. The demon in me is fucking real. It scares and shakes me and wants me to heal. This, my friends, is my daily ordeal. The demon in me is so fucking real. The demon in me will lead me to hell. Not again. Never again. Then he's written something here. Just a little message. Well, whatever. Thank you for listening. In this poem, the demon I speak of is my addiction. My addiction led me to so many dark places that I too was seen as an entity from the dark realm. I struggled daily to keep my demon locked in its proverbial cage. Every day I feel what would, every day I fear, excuse, every day I fear what would happen if my demon was able to break its shackles and claw its way to the surface. And every day I pray to my higher power so I can continue to fight with the Lord's help and guidance. I am never going back, ever. Thanks for letting me share. Peace be with you all, and God bless. I thought that was pretty awesome, and I think it's relevant to, to all of us. I mean, I call my addiction too. I call my substance. I call that substance heroin. I called it a freaking demon. As I said to a lot of people, I said, grabs you by the balls, pulls you along, got you, and it says, come, you're going this way with me. And, no, sitting and reading that last night, it makes you think. And that there's also somebody else out there that is, struggling with the same thing. Because, I mean, I have said this so many times in counseling and in sessions, group sessions, and that is that an addict's weakest point of entry is our minds. Our minds are our weakest part of us, because it just takes one little idea spark, boom. I mean, for example, I mean, how many of us can relate to the fact that how many times we tried to come clean ourselves, right? How many of us can relate to that? How many of us, like for example, like I explained it like this, like so many times I woke up in the morning, in mornings, whatever, okay, and I would tell myself, today I am not using. I am not going to use today. Mm. But now the problem with that is the seed has been planted. So now you fool yourself. So you wake up, you have a shower, and you think you're feeling good. You go and you make breakfast, and you go and you sit down and switch TV on, and or you're going to work, or you know, and then you hit traffic, for example, or you're sitting at home watching a movie, and your mind ain't in it. You're going to work, you hit that traffic, now you're sitting there, you're like, ding, 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 ding. Fuck it, let's go. you know, gone. He, my friend. you know, and you're screwed. This to us is our weakest spot. And this is where, regardless of your beliefs, this is my beliefs, right? This is where, when the devil comes in and starts putting his doubt and starts putting his what ifs and dadas and dadas and dadas. And this is when you need your higher power the most, you need your sponsor the most, and you need your support group the most. Because if you start entertaining that frickin' seed that's in your head, or that frickin' the dude from down south, when he starts putting those doubts in you and you start entertaining them, bye bye. That's when you're down, gone, finished, klar. You know this. You know this. I know this. Keeping your addiction at bay every day is a daily struggle, you know. And this is when a lot of addicts fall, is because you get complacent. Oh, I've been clean for 4 months, 6 months, I got this shit. Famous last words. Hey, I'm 8 years sober, and I can tell you this, that every day you gotta be on your guard. You got to be awake. Not saying that it's easy. You get some days that you are tested to the breaking point, that you just want to throw that towel in and just say, I'm done. Finish with this shit. Ended up in a hospital with COVID. And for the last 3 years, every year, for the last 3 years, I've been in hospital for something serious that's almost freaking, you know, clicked me out. Opa, ek is amper klaar, hoor. Alright, man. So, I mean, the first year was was poisoned, and yeah, that almost punched my ticket. Second year, ended up in hospital with a ketoacidosis, which means I am now a diabetic. And then, you know, last year was COVID. That almost punched my ticket too. Well, I almost died from diabetes. It's the one I was in hospital for the longest. But anyway, so now you sit there and you're like, what the fuck? I was never in hospital this much. You know? So then doubt sets in. And that's when you got to find your sponsor, your higher power, and your support group, and just say, guys, come, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. And listen, for a recovering addict, listen, use it. Open your mouth and talk. It helps. When you don't, you're going to fall. Guys, love ya. Check ya. Peace.